of benefit with each meter of shelves. Sorry for that. So I repeat, 350 euros for each meter of shelf of benefits. This is a lot, but we have also costs. We have to pay for a website. We have to pay for social networks. And we also, our major cost is the CIMAPRO license. CIMAPRO license is a software that we use to make the life cycle assessment of all the products in the supermarkets. It's about 10,000 euros per year. That's a lot. But to be viable, we need more incomes than outcomes. So we need to make more money than 10,000 euros each year. This corresponds to 26 meters of shelf that we have to sell each year. But if you look only in the Nanterre region, there is already 11 Super U stores, which makes benefit incomes of 8,000 euros if we sell only 2 meters of shelf each year. But why would we restrict ourselves to Nanterre? Why can't we study Île-de-France or even more? If we just study in Île-de-France, there are 96 Super U stores, up to 78,000 euros of incomes. So there is a lot of money to do in that. And this can be iterated also at each event. For Easter, now it's Christmas, back to school event. For each type of product, for shampoo, pasta, tomato sauce. There's a lot of money to do with it. So in conclusion, our solution is viable. We can make money out of it, and it reduces CO2 emissions. So now we'll show you a short video in order for you to better understand how we select our products. Let's watch together. Okay. There is no sound.
Yeah.
Okay. We can take the Barilla sauce and put it directly in our placard shelves. So in conclusion, we are a team that strongly believe that placard solution can reduce CO2 footprint around the world. So our team is made of Leah, Robin, Samba, and myself. Thank you very much.
Wow, it was nice. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you. I will explain how we will do this in terms of how we will lead with our guests and teachers. So the idea is that as we have many groups and many people evaluating, we will not speak in all the groups, but I will invite each one. So I would like to invite Laurent to make the comments for this first group.
Employees, offices, placard, you have to pay, etc., etc. You didn't take into account in your business model?
For the moment, we only need to be 4 to work on it, so we're gonna take what address.
Yeah, and for the placard, we took it into consideration. You remember the slide where I showed that Super U is ready to pay 500 euros per meter, and we have to take into consideration this 150 euros for the advertisement. We already took that into account. So we just need to pay ourselves, in fact. But this at the beginning, as you know, as every startup, we don't pay ourselves in the beginning.
Yeah, at the beginning, but if you want to have 90 supermarket in France, you need people to put product in placards, etc., etc. So that it has a cost. So take that into consideration to make your future business model.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Olivier?
So thank you very much. Okay. You test the ID with the supermarket manager. You test your final ID with the supermarket manager.
No, not yet. We're not a professional of marketing, and we need to improve this part to make this enjoyable for. It's in the next step of our projects.
Okay. And I have another question about the calculation you do for the what it is PCO score.
Yes.
Is it realistic? Are you able in real life to do the calculation?
Yes,
I have tried to do this calculation.
yes, we made it. For example, with tomato sauce, as you see in the video, it's a real calculation. We also make it for pasta, for example, and we take also for cheese. That one is paysan breton, if you ask yourself. And also we've done it with a few products. For the moment, we are able to do it with all the products which have an eco score, which exclude for the time all alcohol, for example.
Okay. Another question: you have competitors?
We have competitors. Label our competitors, but also applications. But for the time to select, we don't find any people who do it.
Okay.
Great. We still have some time. Frank would like to make some comments, especially about the communication.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Pierre. Oh, it was very interesting, very lively, very dynamic. Thank you very much for this presentation. Actually, I have a few questions because there are words that I didn't get during this presentation. There is a strong word which is strategy, and I want you to know that in fact that your strategy, you did it by working, which is right, but I didn't hear any other strategic tools such as PESTEL tool, for example, or did you make a SWOT, for example, in order to strengthen your strategic position in your market?
I don't understand what you're saying. Sorry.
Okay, so there are some strategic tools which are very essential in order to back up your position on market. So I didn't hear that this possibly, but it was very interesting though because you benchmarked it, and so it was. This is a positive point. In terms of, and on top of that, I really appreciate this presentation. There is something missing. I'm speaking as a head of communication. I would have liked a baseline or a hook or something, you know, which could take your clients and customers with you. But this is just default, so it's not that important. But the strategic point is very important in order to define your ambition, in order to make an ambition. This is my point.
Thank you.
Yeah. And just to you guys that are your first time here, what we always do is that we invite coaches to make some comments, but the last coach to talk is the coach of the group that can talk something about how was I would like for sure listen about your opinion about the presentation, but how was work with this group during these 3 weeks? I would like just in a few words you share your experience, because we already have 32 people online seeing you, many people that don't know our history these days. Maria.
Thank you. In a very objective way. It was awesome. No, seriously, I remember the first day we met, you were like, and Leah was like, but why? I don't care. Okay. And seeing what you've done with during the 3 weeks, I'm like, it's really amazing. And well, I don't know if you feel it in the same way, but I think the team has grown up over the weeks and during the work. Maybe not really believing at the beginning, but I think the result is there. So I'm really proud.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will just, before to go to the group 2, don't move, because I will ask to Marie if you have some comment or something to say from online, or we can pass to the group 2. If you have some comments, just raise your hand. If not, not. Okay, so thank you again. Group 2, the floor is yours.
Oh, wait.
Done.
Can you come back to the first page?
Yes, for sure. It's well.
Yes.
Debrief, and let's go.
Hello, everyone. Imagine yourself in a country full of plastic waste. Alarming, no? I know you feel uncomfortable. Okay. Well, in Ghana, this is the reality, the everyday reality. I will tell you more about this country. Okay. So Ghana is a very beautiful West African country of about a size of about 240 square kilometers and 30 million of people. And Ghana is rich of gold and cocoa, but also Ghana is very rich in plastic waste. Okay, so I will tell you more about this. Imagine in Ghana, there are more than 1 million of tons of plastic waste every year. Isn't it alarming? These plastics are mainly sachet, plastic bottles, or polyethylene bags. Only 5% of these plastics are recycled. I know now you are wondering where the other plastics go. Okay, 38% of these plastics fills the land. 28% of this plastic fills the sea, and 29% of this plastic are burned. A lot of air pollution, by the way. And also, these plastic wastes cause choked drainages, and these choked drainages cause an accumulation of mosquitoes, and that leads to malaria. As you know, one of the biggest diseases in Africa. And this plastic waste leads also to floods when there are very heavy rains. After noticing that, we thought about a solution for you. Okay, our main mission is collecting plastics. Okay, the principle is that we take the plastic, we collect plastic and sell this plastic to a company that uses it to build homes. I will tell you more about that after. At the same time, we educate the population about the plastic because in Ghana, people are not very sensitized about this problem. At the same time, we create jobs because we need to hire people for the transportation of these plastics, and we give an easier access to houses because the houses built from that company are 50% cheaper than the normal houses. I will let Pierrick explain you our solution.
So our solution is very simple. It combines a service and a product. Our service is to collect plastic in school, to beginning, when we put a plastic collector in the school. And after we will transport it with a bicycle and we sell it to Nelplast, our partner, and they will build houses. We made a prototype of our collectors. I will pass you to see you in real life. It's composed by 2 boxes. The external box with hydraulic lever. We can compact the plastic when the collector is full. And the inside box we can transport in the bicycle with a slot to use the forklift. And to entertain the kids and the children to use our collector and to incite them to use it, we make a little gamification. And here we have the example of a basketball court. And when they will put plastic on the collectors, you will have a little sound. You can play with the QR code. Thank you. And I'll let you, Nana, tell about all the partners we have.
Okay, so as earlier on mentioned by my colleague, we collect these plastics and give to Nelplast, who use the plastics to build the homes. They use all kinds of plastics, but the PVC pipes. So we had to talk to Nelplast, and our company is a B2B. So if this idea has to work, then we need to pitch our idea to the other B to accept our solution. So we got an opportunity to talk to Nelson Boateng, who happens to be the manager of Nelplast. And he spoke to us about the company and told us exactly what they do and how they process the plastics into these plastic bricks for the homes. And when we told him about our idea, he was very excited because he had already had opportunity to talk to the government, and the government was ready to invest into his business. And so if his business expands, he will need more raw materials, and that's where collectors come in to give him more materials to build his homes. Also, we had to talk to, because we're going to start our idea with, we needed to talk to the people who produce plastics in Ghana. So we had an opportunity to talk to Philip Ashon, who is a CRM of Guinness Ghana. Guinness Ghana is one of the leading people who produce plastics in Ghana. When we spoke to Philip, he said he was excited about our idea because they already had a campaign going on about how to recycle their plastics. So they were ready to give us some of their products as rewards to the schools and also help us with our campaign for our recycling plastics. Also, since we're going to start our idea with the schools, we had to talk to the schools, but then it wouldn't be too easy to communicate with all the schools. But luckily in Ghana, we have Ghana Education Service who manages all the schools. So we got to talk to a personnel, Emmanuel, in Ghana Education Service. And after hearing our ideas, they were also excited to share the news to the other schools to help them to take our collectors and collect the plastics. Again, we went further to talk to the teachers, since we'll be needing the teachers in Ghana to help us with the education of recycling. So we spoke to Deborah Yari, who is a teacher at Ghana International School, and she was excited to help us because Of course, if the children are educated, the children are the future. If they know more about recycling of plastics, that is a good thing. Again, we spoke to Cecilia, who's also a teacher at Al Rayyan International School, also in Accra, and she also doubles up as a child educator. And she was ready to help us to educate the children about how to recycle plastics and even how to use our plastics. And she also teaches teachers. So she was ready to help us to train the teachers to also teach the children how to recycle plastics and even how to use our boxes. Imagine we had to do all this and we didn't have anybody to talk about our products to Ghana and to the world. So I contacted my friend Gerald, who is a media influencer, and he was like, this is tough, but it's very doable. And he's ready to give us his platform. He has a lot of followers on his platform, and he's ready to give us his platform to advertise our startup company and even help with the campaign program. I'll hand over to Pierre to talk about our financials.
So for the financial part, it's less fun, but we will make the hypothesis. We start with 200 collectors in 200 schools in Ghana, in Accra precisely. Each collectors can contain 100 kilograms of plastic, and we collect all the collectors during the month. And Nelplast tell us they will buy our plastic for $1 per kilo. And we have an income per year to $240,000. In the other side, we have to pay the depreciation of the collectors and the bicycle during 5 years for the collectors and 2 years for bicycle. And we also have OPEX, like the salaries of our employees and the price of the office and the campaign of advertising. And it's an OPEX of $78,000. To resume, we have an income, OPEX and amortization, and we gave 20% of our income to the school. They will develop the school and invest in furniture like tables or books for children. And we have a benefit of $100,000 per year. With this benefit, we can develop our company, and we want to develop a company in all Ghana. We have 60,000 schools in Ghana, and 60% is in Accra, so it's doable. And also we do a market study, because in our base case we say they buy our plastic at $1 per kilo. But we can see we have always a benefit if the cost of plastic is superior of $0.4 per kilo. And I will let that Momo talk about our advertising campaign.
So now how we will interact with our customers. We did website to explain our solution and how we did it. We can visit our website, just scan this code bar. And in Ghana, Facebook is the most used network social. So we did page Facebook, and this example of our post. And you can visit also our page Facebook. Just scan this code bar. And in the school for kids, you use flyers to explain how we can collect this plastic waste and educate the kids to collect the waste. and this example for flyers. We did also email to explain our solution, and in Ghana we used radio, so we did recording radio to explain our solution. You can listen this.
We would prefer to do something great with it. We want to use this to build great homes and great jobs. For that, we need your help. Anytime you see the collector, be an actor and use it. Collectix, we are gonna collect it.
So this is our team, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I will avoid making my comments right now. I will do all in the end. I will begin maybe with Maria.
Love the project since the beginning. No, I'm just gonna say nice things. So I don't have questions. I understand very well. I really think this project should go through beyond this school project. I really hope it will. So I'll let my colleagues continue.
Olivier?
Let's see.
If you don't have a question?
Do you have competitors?
No.
No? Not at all.
In Ghana, the only people that collect the plastics are the locals.
You are with the microphone.
Like this?
Yes, yeah.
It's okay. The only people that collect the plastics are the locals, and the company that we will sell our plastics to told us that they don't have enough production. They need more plastics because there is no company that collects the plastic for them. So we don't have competitors yet.
And you know, since the beginning, I have only one question. Why only Ghana?
We wanted, yes.
Okay, so I am Ghanaian first.
Yeah, you have already.
I am Ghanaian first of all, so we decided to start from Ghana, but this is not I mean, if this company, we are planning to, like Maria said, like establish this company after school, and we're just starting with Ghana because I am Ghanaian and it's easier to get information, but as the company grows, of course, advertisement will make people know about us, and then we can get more other African countries to join.
Great. Victor.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. I have two questions, but they're linked. And the first one is, why did you choose to put your collectors in schools? Is it because you know that it's the place where there is the highest amount of plastics, or is it another reason?
We begin first reason is that because it's simple for us, and also because we want to have an impact on the population's thinking, the sensitize people, and it's easier if we sensitize the students.
Okay. And what do you respond if people, I think there is a potential ethical risk, but people may say that you're using the labor of children for free as part of your business. But what would you respond to this kind of critics?
Okay, so first of all, we just don't, that's why we have a place where we give money back to the schools. So it's not as if they're just working for free, because of course, like we said earlier, Ghana is ready to give rewards to the schools that pick up the most plastics. And secondly, if you collect the plastics because most children in school, like in Ghanaian schools, take plastics to school in their bottles, and most of the drinks they use are in bottles. So if you drink and then you collect and you can get more books for your school, for your library, you can get furniture for your school. I don't think it's free labor, and it's not even labor. It's something you drank and you're put in the bin and then you get something back for your school. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Please,
Maria.
yes, I remember one thing. At the beginning, we were talking about sachet plastics. Now you are talking about all types of plastic. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
And so then, if there are bottles, your containers will be filled.
So if you look at our prototype, there's something to compress it, to compact it.
Okay. Here, right.
Thank you. I just would like to mention again and thank you for all the 30 people that are seeing us online. Just to say to Vincent and Leia that are the coaches that are at home, I will ask you in the next group to you participate because I would love to hear Laurent
Please lower the
talk
television a
about
bit.
how was this experience with your group and what your final words to defend your group.
When you thought of people, numbers in the world, I hope that not only students project, it's a real one. In that case.
My hands are up.
Wow, huh? No more words. Thank you so much. Congrats, guys. Congrats.
Hello, my hands are up.
Wait. Just take the money. Yeah. Leave the microphones in the chair for the group 3. Tu as besoin de prendre les choses?
Hello,
Ok, juste une personne. Attention ici, hein? Beaucoup d'attention. Oui, attention.
Je vais te le mettre, je pense tout simplement. Il y a un micro ici.
Ah, bien, bien.
Yes, we just start now, so.
Marie, can you see our screen? Yes, okay, thank you. So, microphone, the presenter. The floor is yours. I need my text.
So, hello everyone. Before to start, so you already started, but before to start, we want you to taste this homemade jam. So, in terms of allergy, even if it's too late, it contains only apple, kiwi, sugar, and vanilla. So during the testing, I want you to ask you a few questions. Did you know that if food waste were a country, it would be the third biggest polluter after China and USA? Also, did you know that the food waste of supermarkets represents 25% of the total food waste in the world? And did you know that the waste of fruits and vegetables represent 40% of the food waste of supermarkets? For all these reasons came the idea not to waste these fruits, but valorize them and give them a value. So, and valorize it into an eatable product. So this eatable product came under the brand of WeFruits. So WeFruits, as you understood, means revalorize the fruits and put it a value. So our solution is to collect the fruits that have been removed from the shelves of supermarkets and then valorize it into a jam and sell them back to supermarkets. Before to explain you well how our company works, we want to introduce you our partnership. We discussed with a representative of Naturalia in Rueil-Malmaison. So Naturalia thrown away 10 kilos of fruits each day. And usually this is fruits that left only one day on the shelves and then they are considered unfit for sale. So Naturalia is ready to give us the fruits, these fruits for free. So at the end of the week, we would be able to have 70 kilos of fruits a day, per week. And this 70 kilos of fruits per week represents for us 140 kilos of jam in a week. And this is only for one shop in Rueil-Malmaison. But when we master the process for one or two shops, we plan to work with at least the 10 Naturalia shops around Rueil-Malmaison. And at this scale, we would end up with 1.4 tons of jam in a week. Thank you for your attention. I leave the floor to Pacelli, my associate.
Thank you. As Claire just mentioned before, Naturalia of Rueil-Malmaison is ready to give to us around 10 kilos of fruits each day. So we are going to collect these fruits each morning, thanks to our tricycle, and bring them back to our kitchen. Once in our kitchen, we will have 2 employees who will be hired in full time. Their job will be in the morning to sort the fruits in order to select the good one for the jams and to prepare the different recipes of the jams. In the afternoon, they will be involved in the conditioning of the jams and prepare the delivery of the jams for the next day in the supermarket where it will be sold. In terms of selling management, when we take into account our expenses and we add a margin on it, we are able to sell our jams at 11 euros per kilo to Naturalia. And Naturalia is free to add an extra margin for them of 27%, which is the maximum margin that they can add on the jam according to the laws. So they can sell their jam at 14 euros per kilo. This price is very low comparing to our competitors because when we take the average price of the jams in Naturalia, it's around 15 and 25 euros per kilo. So that means that our jam will be cheaper than the competitors. The low price of the jams is not the only benefits of our product. In addition to be the cheapest of the market, we will provide to our customers notional flavor thanks to our fruits. We will focus on the revalorization of fruits, so we will decrease the waste of fruits. We will be involved in social activities of our locality here in Rueil-Malmaison because we will focus on hiring people in professional insertion. And we will also give to the population of Real Malmaison a product which is made in Real Malmaison. So there will be more identifying in our product. For our partners, we will provide to them a win-win partnerships in which they, here it's Naturalia, will give to us the fruits free of charge. We will transform it and sell it to them and only to them, because we don't have we can't sell to other shops than Naturalia. The benefit for Naturalia will be to have a higher profit margin, because as we saw before, our jam will be cheaper than the product of our competitors. So this is a win-win partnership. And I will give the floor to Talia, who will introduce the financial aspect of the project.
Thank you very much. Talking about the initial cost that we're going to need at the beginning, we're going to need to fill all material needs. So for that, we need 25,000 euros for all the appliances, the kitchen furniture, the vehicle. For the non-material needs, or such as registration fees, advertising, we're going to need around 20,000 euros. And all the needs for running costs like wage, electricity, the rent of the kitchen is going to cost us around 15,000 euros. So in total, that makes 60,000 euros that we need, and we're going to talk to the Real Malmaison city, also to the banks and investors like you, if you want to invest in our project. So talking about our selling revenues, we're going to sell around 1,700 jars of jam per month, having a margin of around 2 euros per jar. We're going to make a profit of 3.5 thousand euros in a month, only with 2 stores. If we're working with 2 stores of Naturalia in Real Malmaison. If we are working with more than 2 stores, obviously this is going to increase, and also the outcomes are going to decrease, because we already have the kitchen and we already have the appliance, but we're going to need to hire more people. But this is going to increase with more stores. So that makes rentability in 1.5 years. We're going to be absolutely rentable. So I'm going to pass the presentation to Mohamed.
Thank you, Talia. In order to make our project very known, we had set up this flyer that will be distributed in markets at Naturalia, Interroad and at Naturalia markets. We also had a testing stand at Naturalia markets every Saturday. But due to the deal with our partner Naturalia, we cannot sell our projects online. Nevertheless, we made these websites to explain and define all about our product. In our days, social media has a big impact in our decision. So we made our page Facebook to involve more people in our project and achieve more customer. Our team is Claire, Patili, and me.
So, did you like it, the jam?
Yes.
Yes. Well, it was made of these apples and these kiwis who were not as beautiful as you see, but the result is very good. It's full of sugar, so it's safe. That preserves the fruit.
and I hope that you enjoy it. And now that you know this, are you ready for this new era of no waste consumption?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for your presentation. I will begin, Olivier, because I think you also worked with this group.
Yes. Thank you for the jam. It was very delicious.
Yeah, very good.
It was so. I have one question. Yes. Could you call the jam as bio? Because all the food come from Naturalia. And if I well know Naturalia, it's only bio fruits and vegetables. Can you call that jam? Organic. 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 So, thank you.
Yes, indeed, we can call it as bio because
Organic. I seriously on the world as my.
so yes.
And why it's not? Because you know, organic is really, especially Naturalia. Why it's not on your?
Yeah, it's written.
It's written.
Yeah, yes.
So give me.
100% organic and anti-gasp.
Wow.
Yeah. I have no more questions. Thank you.
Did you really go to that market to pick up the fruit? Yes. Awesome. Really good. Awesome. Really, really good.
I'm really impressed by your presentation, especially that you went all through the process to create the prototype and to make us taste the product. You're saying that you want to restrict yourself to Naturalia. Yes. But why is that? Don't you think that there is? I mean, you could even do that for non-organic shops. Or
We started with them, so we start to discuss, and they are ready to give us the fruits. But this is only if all our jams goes back to them. Yeah. So, and they have a lot of shops. So we thought that was relevant to work with them and be sure that every of our jam are sold. So it's a kind of guarantee.
And they are ready to give us their fruits for free. So that's very important.
Is it the cost of the moment? What do they do? Do they have to take in charge the I mean to put the fruits to waste?
Yeah, really, they really throw it every day. They throw like a trolley of fruits every day. So nowadays they don't care about these fruits, so they are interested by this solution.
Okay, thanks. I have the microphone, so I say, I love really your design. I want to eat the jelly. And on the slide, I want to eat the jelly.
Frank, a small very short because we need to.
I have to say something.
Yes.
This project is brilliant. It is just amazing. I mean, you're very persuasive in terms of brand positioning, in terms of analysis. You really went really far to back up this project. It really makes sense, and I think you could defend it without any problem in front of bankers, in front of investors. This is a very, very good idea, I have to say. Nothing to say. Apart that, maybe in terms of a digital strategy, you could also have an Instagram account in order to, because you have so many ideas. There are so many things to say. It's amazing.
Thank you.
I would like just to give the floor to Leah, and we need just a minute to synchronize that. Marie, you have the floor when you want.
Okay, thank you for that, Joao. That's great. I leave the floor to Leah. Leah is going to give a small comment. What is your? And you're not alone. And you're not alone, Leah.
There is one here. Sorry. Thank you for the floor. I think I'm very happy, and I wanted to congratulate Team 3. Obviously, I'm not that objective as all the coaches, but what was really good is that you, since the beginning, you were eager to get on the ground. And when I told you at first, guys, you need to go and see one supermarket and talk to them and go to the supermarket next door, you agree with it and you did it right away. So congratulations for that, because the mindset was good from the beginning. So I'm very happy and very nice presentation. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Leah, for this comment, and I give you back the floor to the room.
Marie, okay. Just to say, for the people that are at home and for as we have all this morning, and is going fast, it's faster than I imagined. I will just give you a break, 5 minutes break. People that are at home, please don't leave. We will back in 5 minutes to the last 2 people. Okay? Thank you so much. See you very soon.
Thank you. So yes, we come back in 5 minutes. So we'll give you we'll come back before this to have the 2 more groups. Thank you so much for keeping with us. Yeah.
Moi, je pense que c'est la semaine au début, à la fin, et là, c'était. Enfin, moi, là, dernier, mais les temps, il a eu un début, c'est ça va être fait, ça va dans.
Mais bon, ça a fleuré. Vas-y, moi, je continue. Let's have a kids together. Les gens sont, vous n'envoyez pas de mail à CIS. On n'a jamais fait des 15 Pascal de c'est super. Et toi, tu vas bien faire. C'est génial et que la
The next one. Opa, caralho! Não se mueve, Clarissa. Yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit, but it's very good. Okay, compared to our missing right, there was a big part of our sort of
Hi everyone, we are nearly back for the next presentation. There are still 2 groups to come. Good news for you at home. We are going to open the public vote at the very beginning of the last presentation. So in 20 minutes time, the vote is going to open, and we're going to leave it open until the end. Thank you so much for bearing with us, but I think it's a great batch of presentation, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. And thank you for your comments in the chat. I'll make sure to pass them along.
Télépartage. I would like just to take this out of the screen, but it's not possible. Sorry about you guys. Trying for the third time. Non, ah, je ne vois pas. Ah. Comment ça? Stage is yours.
So, hello everyone, we are Team 4, EcoVac, and we are going to present you a sustainable service for supermarkets. So I'm going to start with the question, aren't you tired of having tons and tons of plastic on your bin and having to throw it every 4 or 5 days? It's very boring and it concerns a lot of people. And I'm going to illustrate it with some numbers. So the first number is 500 million. It's the number of packaging that is used by supermarkets every year, and this is single-use packaging. And it corresponds to 10,000 tons of plastic. And we don't know where this plastic ends. In the environment, in the sea, it's a huge problem. In addition to this, we wanted to introduce you to this law, which is the IFP.
This law is for supermarkets and companies in general, and this law will encourage and force us to stop single-use packaging for the clients. In 2027, they will be obliged to use 10% reuse packaging, and in 2040, it will be the end of single-use packaging. So we need to face this environmental problem. We need to help supermarkets to face this problem and face this law.
So for this problem, we propose a solution. That is a service to help supermarkets to implement reusable packaging. How we are going to do this? First, we will provide reusable packaging to the supermarket
to replace the actual single-use packaging made from plastic. Second, we will provide a cleaning service to clean the packaging after its use. And third, we will give it back to the supermarket to make the packaging of the fresh food like fish and meat. Now I will show you our product characteristics. It will be made of stainless steel and we will provide it to the supermarket in 4 different sizes. In addition to that, we will provide a compostable film that will replace the plastic film. So in this way, we will replace the 100% of plastic in the packaging. The characteristics of the compostable packaging will be that we will fish waste and it will be biodegradable. Now I will give you the prototype to have a look and you will have the opportunity. QR code will guide you to the website. Now I will present the service from the point of view of the clients of the supermarket, that are all of you. For this, I will need the help of Francisco and Contant, that will simulate that they are the clients of the supermarket. So first, the clients will buy the food in our packaging as always, with one difference, that they will pay an extra cost for the packaging.
Then the clients will enjoy their meal at their home after removing the compostable packaging that can be thrown it away in many different ways, for example, in this plant. All of this thanks to its properties. Finally, the client will return the packaging to the supermarket in our collecting machine. In this way, they will be able to take their money back. But what happens if the client doesn't want to return the packaging and want to keep it and reuse it in another different way? For example, feeding their pets or using it as a single dish for baking a meal in the oven. In this way, the supermarket will win an extra margin that will be set before for the packaging. For example, 50 cents per packaging.
Okay, so as you have understood, we are dealing with supermarkets. Okay, it is our plans. We have key parts, and the first one is Lemon Tree. Lemon Tree is a company who build automatic machine. Okay, so they will work with us to develop our machine to give back the money to the clients and to make the system of consigne works. Okay, so it's a key partner for us. It's a company who already exists and which works very well. But as you can understand, we have also to deal with customers, and customers have to be aware of how it works, why it is important to do that, and why EcoBac is a way to grow in the green vision of the future, of your future, that if you want to be responsible, you can use EcoBac, and it's very good for you and for your money. So now, Francisco.
Okay, what is the video we're proposing for our clients, the supermarket? The first one is no effort. We're going to take care of everything. One time we are offering the service, we'll take care since the burning them, the packaging. Second step, we're going to give them the cleaning service and final transport. So we are delivering all these services, and our clients don't need to take more efforts to create a new space or spend money for these investments, and we are going to help them in this solution. A second point is the green market. One time we have a reusable package made of metal. It can be used multiple times instead one time. So it's a green market because we're not generating waste. So it's good for the environment. And the second point is going to be use a plastic film that's biodegradable. So in this way, if it's thrown for any case in the environment, it's going to be less decomposable. And third point is the reduce the generation of waste, because we're going to use a metal packaging instead of a single-use plastic. So in this way, the final consumer of the supermarket is going to be reducing this generation of plastics. And a fourth point is we're going to help our clients to adapt the new law. So just right now, they don't know about this law, so we're going to have deep knowledge about this law. So we're going to help them to adapt for this. And one last point is we're going to make our client the protagonist of this changement, the ones who are going to make and promote the consumers, the transformation from single-use packaging is made of plastic to metal package can be used a lot of times.
So in this business, who are our principal competitor? In France, you have two companies which already exist, which are Gringo La Consigne and Berny. Gringo La Consigne, you probably know this brand. Is a brand who provide heavy glass packaging for prepared meal, drinks. So they are not targeting the same meal than us, but they provide something which is in the same way that we would like to do, okay? But they're not targeting meat, fish, or fresh product like us. What you can find, and which is very interesting on the market, is Bernie. Bernie is a company who provide aluminum packaging like we have showed to you. And in fact, what makes the difference between Bernie and us? Bernie don't have collecting machines. They use people to collect the packaging, so they pay people, they have a work to do with that, and it's a boring job for people to collect empty plate and give the money to the client, okay? But another thing which is very important and which makes all the project is that there is no, they use plastic in their packaging because they film their package with real plastic. And our vision is to avoid plastic, is to make something which is very green. And so this is why we use biodegradable film. And it's a very important point for our project and for our reusable package.
So now let's talk about business and money. As you can see, this slide shows you the incomes and the cost of our company. So first, let's talk about the costs. Costs are in red. So we have made this calculation based on one supermarket with a medium size. According to our research, this type of supermarket needs 2,400 packaging. In fact, we know that 20% of this packaging don't come back to the supermarket. So we added 20% more of packaging to this number. We also have found a supplier that will sell us the stainless steel recipient for only €3.
Then we have to hire people to do the transport, to clean the packaging and work for us. So this is the second cost.
We assume a rent of €2,000 for the place where we will clean and wash all the stainless steel recipients.
Then we will need €300 per month for the transport.
For the cost of the collecting and washing machines, we assume a cost of around €100. To do this calculation, we chose a 5-year depreciation period.
And then finally, we have an additional cost here for the different products we will need, like the washing product, for example.
At the end, supermarket will have to pay €20,500, but this price includes the packaging and our service.
So as Simon said, this price per month is only for the first month, and then for the following months after this first month where they have bought the packaging, the cost will only be €7,000 per month. And then, as we said before, this cost is for only one supermarket. The benefit will be around €1,000 per month. And if we work with different supermarkets, and this is the objective for the future, we will increase a lot our benefits and our costs will reduce. And this is the objective.
Okay, how we're going to bring the client for us? How we are going to know about our servers? The first step is to contact them directly. This because they don't know us, they don't know what we do, and they don't know what we can offer to them. So in the first moment, we're going to contact them directly to show them our servers, what we can do, and explain about the law and about the impact that can have in society. So the second step is going to be our website, where he can find a client service to access this area, just connected. When he can order new packages, metal packages, where he can follow the progress of this, and he can demand another type of thing. In the website, you can find new information about how it works. And this is good also for the final clients of the supermarket, Because in this way, the final consumer of our client will know how it works, how he can receive the money back, and how it's going to be the impact. And now we need also to create a community. So here we can scan our QR code if you haven't already to access our website. And we are going to create this community in social media. Almost everyone is connected in social network. So we're going to have a page on Facebook, on Instagram, where we create for them post where they can connect. We're going to show them how it's going to work this new dynamic. That's something new for them. So they need to create it. We need to create it. And another way to communicate with our clients is going to be by newsletter. We're going to send the updates, the information is useful for them, and any news that we about the changements about us. And this is our group: Alejandro Lana, Christine Debar, Simon Legon, Clayton, and me, Francisco Terry. And thank you so much for your attention. And don't forget, never refuse to reuse. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you. We can. Thank you, guys. Congratulations for your presentation. Who would like to begin? No, Victor. Please use this mic. Just 1 minute, Victor. You can talk. You just would like to confirm that this mic is working well for the judges. Okay.
Thank you for the presentation. I just have one question about the why did you choose stainless steel for your project? What is the argument, and do you see risk of using this material for the future?
We think about and talk with people to know more about what they wanted for as material, because glass was a good material but too heavy for the customer. The plastic was not in accordance with what we wanted to do for the environment, and so we choose stainless steel, which is very with not too much heavy, and is also better than plastic for hygienic condition. When we wash it, the life cycle of the product will be longer than other material.
Yeah, and in addition to that, making it made of plastic could be a good idea because it would be reusable. But the problem is that after many washes, the color and the appearance of the packaging will be changed, and the customers won't like this.
Okay, thanks for your answer. Just one point is, but did you for the cost of to produce the eco bag, did you make some sensitivity analysis about the price of steel, especially if you think about the future, but the demand of this kind of metals is going to increase, and you could be at risk of price inflation? Did you took that into account?
Just make a benchmarking for the supplier, but we didn't ask the question of the price of the steel in the future. Okay.
Maria?
I think it was great. I don't really have comments. I mean, the project was very steady during the weeks, and I can see the touch of Olivier coaching you throughout the different aspects of the presentation.
Great.
So, no, very nice.
Do you have other comments, or I can give? Oh, no, Laurent. Olivier.
Okay, thank you for this very interesting presentation and a very amazing project. I have a question about your partnership, because you mentioned the company who built the machine to collect the plates. I haven't seen the price of this partnership. You have to pay the company for the collect of the plates. So if
the microphone.
Okay, so those machines will be us. Like we have to pay for those machines, but we have to develop them, okay, because it is not already existing. So we have to adapt the product to the machine. And so this is why we would like to develop a partnership partnership with the company, okay? And after, probably adapt the business model to be like to have a rent part between Lemon Tree, which is a company who built those machines, and us. So in fact, is this system will grow very fast in France or in Europe, we will have to modify the business model with those machines because it's an important cost. So we'll have to see that.
Thank you. To finish, okay.
Sorry, I have to say something. When you say you never refuse to reuse, I think you already have your baseline in communication. So it's very strong, very efficient. And on top of that, I think that your brand name is also efficient. EcoBack is something, according to me, relevant in terms of branding. I really appreciate the way you asked your questions. You ask questions because in terms of being different on your market, on your perimeter, you just asked a good question. What makes us different from our competitors? Which was a relevant question according to me. That's what I wanted to say. But it was very, very interesting presentation. And also on top of that, when you made the decision to work with key partners, it's also very relevant because you're not by yourself. By considering that there are many other opportunities to entities to work with. It's also very interesting in terms of for launching a startup, for example.
Olivier, you can finish.
So I'm proud of you. Okay, you learned a lot. It was a wonderful team. And during 15 minutes, I have dreamed. It's a private joke.
Marie, you can take control of the screen and just put share the screen with the questions. Just 1 minute. Okay, just to say, we will have, guys, we will have now our final group, the last group that we will present. Okay, it's time to you take your money. Okay, because from now, in the end of this last group, we will invest. Also, people that are at home from now, they can vote in the 5 groups, okay? So if you have your supporters, now is the time to share with them. This is a popular vote. Yeah, if you want. I cannot, I don't have any control of who is voting. So it's a free vote and we'll have, a popular vote for this. Group, you can sit here to give the space for the guys. Okay, you can take the microphones. Yeah. So on the chat, Marie will also share the link to people that are at home to vote for the popular vote of the audience. I would like just to mention before this last group, in the end, I will do a brief comment about all the projects because, I'm very, very proud of you and to be with you in this. But I just like to mention that we are doing here a hands-on project. Many of you, when you arrived here, you thought that you are just talking about soft skills. For some reason, many engineers think that soft skills is not so important. As you've seen during these weeks, the soft skills are very, very important for your professional careers in the future. Also, you are not in these days, you are not just practicing soft skills, but you are putting many of your hard skills to work when you're doing your business model, when you're doing, all the math to think, to prototype. This is not just a soft skills. You are putting together soft and hard skills to do that. And all the team, all the coaches have an impressive job with you during these weeks, but a long time before. Usually in January, we begin to discuss what will be the topic, what the pedagogical strategies we use with you, what you do different this year, how you work. So it's a hard work. And we are very proud that for this hard work of this year, we are seeing these high-level projects. To finish, we will have a kind of different project, in terms of topic. So I will give the floor to you guys for the last presentation. Come on. Let me know. Marie, start. I will share mine. Thank you.
I left the link to the vote on the chat, and we will give access to the vote in a minute. So please, you can vote now for your specific your best project.
Floor is yours.
Ten seconds. That's how much you have just waited for me to start the presentation. And guess what? This is an important number. In this same amount of time, 10 seconds, 12,000 tons of CO2 were just released in the atmosphere. And while I keep speaking, 1,200 tons of carbon dioxide will go into the earth for each second. That's impressive. That's a huge number. Just for you to know, from all the CO2 emissions, electricity generation is responsible for more than 40% of this problem. And in addition to that, we also feel this problem in our pockets. Why? Because energy bills is getting so much more expensive. It was a 70% increase in just the last year. As you can see, we have a big problem, and each one of us have the responsibility to face it in a sustainable way. Okay, I'm not here to make you feel guilty. As individuals, we are part of the problem, but fortunately, we can also be the part of the solution. And that's exactly where our company comes into play, Florelec.
How you said. So let me now tell you the answer to you about the solution, and all of them here and online. So thanks to Florelec, who shows us the way. And what do you have to do now? Just take a step, a few steps. How? On what? On our solution, piezoelectric mat. So what is the physical principle? The physical principle is so simple. When you work, you apply pressure on our solution, piezoelectric mat, and you and us, we use this pressure to generate electricity. And we did a little assembly, as you can see on the jury members table, and you can push the piezoelectric mat, and you will see an electrical signal on the screen. Okay, so let's carry on. Now, our solution, as we can see on the picture, we have many layers. The first layer is aluminum composite. After we have a revisited layer, and the piezoelectric mat, which is defined by the pressure on your footstep. And this pressure deforms the piezoelectric mat to generate the electricity. You can have our solution in your shop, in your commercial places, let's do it with a bakery. How? We can modulate the lighting in your bakery. When you have a few amount of person in your bakery, the light is at the minimum. And when the amount of people in your bakery increase, the light increase too, because you need more light to guide the person in your bakery. And the difference from minimum power and the maximum power is due to our solution, piezoelectric mat. So with our solution, we can study the frequent pathway in your shop to install it and minimize the cost investment. And we can replicate your sidewalk and customize your solution for you. What else? You will not have to wait about rain, for rain, wind, or solar, because our solution is not weather dependent. It's use the electricity, the footstep of your client to generate electricity for you, because you need it. And you need no storage required, because we produce electricity when you want at the quantity. We produce electricity when you want and at the quantity at what you want and you need. We can adjust resident material for our solution, and we offer to you 1 year of warranty. Isn't it magnifique? Let's continue with our business model.
Now, let's talk about business. Let's talk about our business model. First of all, as you may have understood, our project is a piezoelectric mat, and it's customized according to the customer. And actually, we are a startup doing business to business, and our product will allow our customer to gain more energy, so money, and to have a good reputation by using an eco-friendly energy. Unfortunately, we will add more money because of the installation. So to make things happen, to make that magic carpet real, we will need some key resources. We will need raw material from Chinese distributor, and we will need also a factory for the design, and we will need an installation, a hands for the customizing. But the question here is how much gonna cost us is the main question here. So let's figure it out.
Thank you, Rabia. Well, all this sounds great, right? But now you may ask, how much does it cost? Of course, let's see it together. For 1 square meter installed, our clients will have to spend like 410 euros, most of which coming from the sensors and also what we call indirect cost, which is here mainly labor force for installing the carpets. But wait a minute, 400 euros per square meter installed. This is not cheap, and I agree with you, but don't worry. I'm going to show you actually that this is viable and profitable. For doing so, let's take a small to medium-sized supermarket, like the Auchan Real Malmaison out there. They have a normal traffic of around 500 people a day, a recoverable ground surface of around 65 square meters, and the electricity consumption is around 450 kilowatt hour per square meter a year. Now what we're trying to do is calculate the producible. That means the amounts of energy we'll be able to save if we install our solution in Auchan Real Malmaison. At this step, 2 main assumptions, and this is the first one. The most important is that with the latest state-of-the-art piezo technology, we assume that 1 footstep could generate enough electricity to light like
two 60-watt bulbs for 1 second. Keep that in mind because this is really important. And second assumption is that, let's say when you go do your shopping at Auchan or anywhere else, it will take you on average 30 minutes. We'll use this assumption to calculate the number of footsteps we can harvest from the point you enter the supermarket and at the point you get out of it. So with this assumption, and you'll trust me, I did a math calculation, we have a producible of 120 kilowatt hour per square meter per year. Well, this is amazing. If you remember the input data about the electricity consumption, this is actually 20% of energy savings. Let's talk about money right now. What we try to do is first monetize these energy savings in terms of money and calculate a payout time. In finance, this is the number of years after which you'll be able to recover your initial investment. First of all, about investment, we said we will recover 65 square meters with our solution. This represents an investment of around 31,000 euros. In terms of money, the savings, we take the electricity spot market in Europe, EPEC spot, with Thank you. This is quite a long time, you say, but wait a minute. Let's think about solar PV, residential solar PV, or even industrial solar PV. What do you think the payout time is? 12 years. But still, a lot of people are still investing in solar panels. So actually, 9 years, it's a good news, actually. And plus, with our solution, we don't need any battery. So no extra cost linked to the change of battery every 8 years, and it's not subject to weather. It's not weather dependent. So that means in winter or at night you can produce. Anytime you have people in your store, you produce actually. And last but not least is that we can be also eligible to state subsidies because this is sustainable. So with state subsidies, we can expect having extra 15 to 20% state subsidies. So this is going to reduce your investment cost and then improve the payout time. So now I think I hope you're deeply convinced about the viability of our project, because not only in terms of money, as we've seen together, but also, and you will see, in terms of marketing appealing and brand image, because first of all, it's green. So you'll be able to communicate on that, and you'll have the right to communicate on it because it's not greenwashing, it's working. We've seen it together. And second argument is that you're going to be able to offer your clients a new customer experience. And keep in mind that even if brand image is not something we can calculate as production or money, but it's still a highly valuable asset for a company. Now let's think about the way we're going to target our clients. Since we're targeting a B2B business, we're going to start by doing phoning and mailing campaigns in order to have appointments with our clients and to pitch the project to them directly with a prototype, a full-scale prototype. But at Floralec, we think also it's really important to build at the same time a very strong community on social media of potential final users. And this is going to be an argument for us with our negotiations with our B2B clients. So let's turn right now to our digital phase. Now let Audrey present you this.
Hey, yes, we are also present on the digital media with a website. Our showcase that allows us to show what we offer to our customers. And it is a mind with that our customers can contact us. And on the other end, an Instagram post that to first make ourselves know and present our products. Then build a community that adhere to our solution. Finally, to push our audience to use and visit our website. For our growth, we need you. We need you as an investor. We need you as a business angel to build a full-scale demonstrator, to constitute an initial order book, and to start the factory and the production. The wonderful teams that work on this project is composed of Musa, David, Rabia, Vinicius, and me, Audrey. To finish, remember one thing. Each of us, Olivier, Victor, Leah, David, Olivia, Greg, can change the world. We just need to take a step. Thank you.
Let's share the microphones. So we take this for you answering. You can give me I can give this one because mine is not working. Okay. Who'd like to begin with questions?
Maria, I think it's for you. Because you were so last time. You can be really proud of you.
All right.
Yeah, I was
Just
going
one
to
step
say,
to the front.
I was a little bit scared of your group and seeing how you were working together. I think you really have a good product in here. And it's amazing to see how you transform. I still think that you could have done, like, if everyone was working on the same level of energy, I think the result would be even more amazing. But I think you did a really, really good job. What are you going to say? No, I had a question, but I forgot.
Okay. Yes. I have a technical question also from the audience. But go ahead.
Okay, thank you for your very interesting presentation and the work you did during the past two weeks. I think the prototype is amazing because we can play with it. It's good for us. Yeah, it's the very. I really like also the end of your presentation. We have just to take a step. I'm not fully convinced about the calculation of energy saved, etc. But you did the calculation. Okay. Thank you for that. That's all.
I will just make a question from the audience. That is the first one that we have. Question for you guys. Is the input energy to achieve all aspects of this floor project bigger than the output?
Not actually, because each step, I mean, to the audience, not actually, because when we did our calculation, we took like tiles of 40 centimeter per 40 centimeter, and we disposed the sensors in such a way that only one step is enough. Like of a normal adult of 60 kilogram would be enough to activate and start the production, the electricity production.
Great.
Yeah, my question. Say I have this, I'm the owner of Auchan and I want to use your product. How much money did you need to start?
How much
money do you need to start producing to sell your product? I didn't see that in your presentation.
Okay, what we didn't put actually with the cost structure is we put what the cost of the raw materials, and the indirect cost we put also labor force for the assembling and for also the production. What we didn't put in this cost structure is the capex for the factory actually. And this is why we need business angels and private equity investor, because when we'll start having first order book, and when we say, for example, the owner of Auchan or I don't know, Galerie Lafayette say, okay, we're gonna order X square meter of your solution, then we go build a factory and start the production. But I agree, we didn't put the capex on the cost.
I think it's important because how are you going to convince a business angel if you don't have any numbers? That's the first question. That's just to think about it. Second thing is, I know, because I follow you, that there are people producing that kind of service.
Yes.
What is the difference from your product to theirs?
Actually, people that are nobody, there's no, competitor proposing what we propose, because the competitor that we saw, it was the British Pavian. I don't know if you know them, but this is not actually piezo. They're using electromagnetic converters. So this is not piezo electricity.
I have the time for one last question because I need, to give the floor to Vincent talk. So,
wait, just one question. Thanks for the presentation. Really interesting. A question about maintenance. Is your product reliable? How often do you have to change some part of the flow because it's gonna break? I don't know if you have intensive flow of people on it.
Okay,
so take that into account in your
yes.
calculation.
As you can see in our presentation, we're relying on a very state-of-the-art technology in terms of piezoelectricity, and with the sensors we're going to use and the design with the 3 layers, the composite aluminum, the rubberized surface, and then the sensors. Actually, you don't need to do maintenance during the lifespan of the sensors. So you just put it, you can work on it. The width is designed so as people, normal people can work on it safely. So you don't need to rechange it. And it's not like in solar when you need to change the ondular, how we say, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much. Vincent.
Yes.
What do you like to talk about your guys? Just a minute, because before you talk, I need to give the floor to Marie, that she controls the.
Okay, thank you. We do have the sound here. Thank you, everyone. And just a quick thing, we have hundreds of voters, so please keep voting. That's great. We will have the result in a minute. So I leave the floor to Vincent for the final word on this group, Florelec. Thank you, Vincent.
Yes. So I'm happy to hear the satisfactory feedbacks of the jury, because we were really far from there at the beginning. And I have only one thing to say. So bravo for your progress. It was very difficult at the beginning, but in view of your final pitch, I'm really proud of you. You know how to bounce back and listen to the opinion of the expert of the jury. And but above all, I was able to see your progress in terms of soft skills, because that was complicated and you managed to reinvest yourself in the project. So well done. And finally, a really big congratulations. You were able to go further than the pitch by proposing a prototype proof of concept, and it's impressive. So felicitations.
Thank you so much, Vincent. I give the floor back to the room.
Thank you so much. We are arriving in the end. So I will say how we will do the things right now. I just would like to finish this saying that it's no secret for you guys. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay. It's no secret for you guys that we have the votes. Okay, it's to vote. It's no secret for you guys that I love art and science together. It's my field. So what you just did, all of you, you are putting art and science together to make incredible products, incredible presentations. It's not secret to know that I'm also loved all the topics related with the learning process and innovation. And what we did during these 3 very speed weeks, because I hope in the next year we'll have more time, it's incredible, because with many, we are struggling, trying to find the best learning a technique or strategy to put you inside of the project. And now we are very, very proud because you got this and produced amazing, amazing projects. Okay? So thank you so much. What we will do right now, we will finish the vote. The popular vote is closed from now. Marie, close it, the vote. And we will be able to put the money here. As we, part of big part of the people are from the groups, I will let each group invest because Olivier will be here. I will be the first investor. I will be the first investor and I'll invest all my money. All my money. I will split in all groups because I'm so proud of you guys. So the first money is well split in all groups. So I left this group. Make your choice. Not in your team. You can vote, but in the other team. Go there, please. Yes, you invest your money right now. Just give your mic. Not in your team. You can invest in which one you want.
Yeah, so what's happening now is that in the room, people have money to invest on the groups. Each team has some money to invest on other groups, the jury as well. So we are going to vote for that in addition to your
next group. You can invest your money. Yeah. So you can invest. Not in your project again, yeah? Okay, you take out, yeah. Great.
Non mais sérieux là, si c'était votre argent, je ne mettrais pas non mais
laisse-les faire comme ils veulent.
n'importe quoi.
Oui, mais t'as raison. C'est inadmissible.
Olivier, après tu vas mettre ici les résultats. OK? OK, c'est bon.
Vous faites comme vous voulez.
OK. C'est ça. Mais il y a les soucis. OK, you don't vote in your équipe, c'est bon parce qu'ils vont équilibrer parce que c'est ça. C'est ça, c'est parfait.
Et à distance.
Ok, mais en semaine,
For sure. For sure. Tu dois partir? Ah non, ok, mais je vais laisser. Ah non, il y a les temps. Non. On doit finir, on doit donner les médailles.
ça va être long.
Non, c'est ça, mais on a la cérémonie de donner les cadeaux.
Yeah, you can stay for the ceremony to see who's the best. We're gonna be very soon. We're gonna know very soon who's gonna win.
No.
Non, vous allez vous lever vous aussi. OK?
Marie, if you have after the results or before the results, if you would like to mention any of these comments with us, you just take your hand and I will give you the floor. Last one.
Yeah.
The last one.
Can you hear me? No. Okay.
Après, tu vas compter. Tu peux garder un peu de suspense.
Olivier,
Okay, now for the coach.
So the coach will not vote for them. Okay? Fair. So who was my group? I don't.
Echo back. Just, yeah, take.
Oh. Oui, ça tu vois.
Okay, Laurent.
Laurent, à toi, c'est qui ton groupe, Laurent?
Collectix. We have two other coaches that will vote because we cannot vote in our all group. So okay, good point. You will represent parce que non, mais non.
I just wanted to okay, I've got the floor now. Just when you continue to vote and everything in the room, just give you some comments we had in the chat because it was very lively on our side. We had at all time we had around 30 to 40 participants in the Zoom. We had some comments saying there was amazing presentation from the group handling plastics. They have dealt with all the issues necessary. The idea of starting with the school is best because when the kids are educated well on plastics and their disposal, they will carry the message home with their parents and siblings, and that will have a far-reaching effect. They can organize inter-school quizzes as well. Very good job. The idea on the wasted food is very original, some other people say, and the only problem is the people mentality. It will be a bit difficult to convince them to buy the jam, so you have to work on that. Another person, all good presentations. I like the project about selling eco-responsible products. It was very interesting. Bravo. Food presentation is a very good one. Other comments is group 4. I think the group did well, and knowing they have competition is important. It was a good observation to deal with this competition as they progress, and a good attempt. That's all the comment we had, and I give you back the floor for the rest of the ceremony. Maybe you can contact me for the public vote. We had like many voters, so I think we can comment on that as well later. I give you back the floor. Thank you.
C'est là. Tu comptes toute seule? Chacun en boîte. Chacun compte what?
Non, donne-moi ça. Là.
Each one will count one. Tu peux compter, si tu peux.
Ouais.
Ouais. C'est là, c'est de qui? Attention. Tuk, 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 counting. What is counting? Yeah.
Please tell us what you felt, how you felt about the project. No.
I will write here the numbers of each group. Okay, placard came there. You go when they give the result. You put the number here. Okay, but it's not now because I think I'll put the vote. You just take. Pardon. Collectives who can stay here. You understand the number. Okay. C'est ça, c'est ça. Okay. When you are counting, in this meantime, we will give the results for the vote of the public. Okay. Who is the best group or the best pitch, the best idea according with the audience? Marie, I will give you the floor when you want.
Thank you for the floor, Joao. And I just wanted to say how amazing we have more than 200 people who voted, 209 people who voted for the different projects. It's amazing. And thank you for sending all that, and thank you to the public to have voted in this competition. So I will show you the result, and I'll discover it with you. Actually, incredible. EcoBack, thank you for that. EcoBack has won the public votes with 88 people, but I think you can all be proud of that, because you all receive so many returns, so many feedbacks on your project. I give the floor back to the room. Thank you so much. I give the floor back to the room. Thank you so much.
Tu veux dire quelque chose? Tu dis, non. Juste très merci. Marie, can we have the floor? It's good. Okay, the floor is ours. Congratulations to you guys. Would like to say something? Olivier, that was the coach.
No.
Yeah.
And this is only the first prize.
Okay. Congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to you. Okay, numbers. Someone from the group 3, you can go to the screen. Okay, you are there. Group 4. Okay, and group 5. Ah, c'est pour moi. Juste comprendre. C'est pas ça. Ah, c'est ça qui fait. So, we have something very close for the fourth place with 9,900. We have two groups. Floor, flag, and the name of this Ecoback. Congratulations to you guys. Can you came here to receive your prize? You put your 199 apart. I'm sorry. Floor flag, floor flag. To the last one. 900. Okay, can you came here just to receive medal, right? Can you hear just you have a medal to receive the 50 and the fourth floor, the 50 and the fourth place. Can you just came here? Because
Hey guys,
come on,
wake up.
you have a medal to receive.
C'est mignon tout ça.
Vous voulez aider avec les médailles ou pas? Les chefs, vous voulez aider avec les médailles? Oups.
Bravo.
Okay, I just like you don't have yours yet. You know, guys, just to say to you, you know that we are playing this because the most important thing is what you have learned during these days. I know that both of groups you did an incredible job. You know that I mentioned with Victor that you are, for me, as educator, someone that love innovation. We have discussed it was really challenging work with you in the first week. But I am really proud because you did an incredible job. I'm really proud of your teamwork that you developed, but also to prototype, to have all the steps that we try to make you build. So you have been doing just so far an amazing job. Thank you so much. Congrats. Okay, just I ask you a little bit of patience because it's the first time that you give prizes here. So we are kind of trying to know how you work.
For the coach.
Yes, the coaches. You have your medals, the coaches, yeah?
Okay.
C'est bon, Marie? Ah, okay, cool. For the third place, with 1 floor, 200, 1,400 and 14,200. Placar. Placar, came here please to receive your medals. Can you give the medals? Please, Victor, do the honors to the third place. Victor, would like to say something? You'd like to say something about the project? Just 1 minute. I think you need this one.
Yeah, just a few words because I was in charge of organizing the whole PSM module, okay, for December. So you are the first to present today. The other groups are presenting tomorrow. But you set the level really high. Honestly, I'm really impressed about the topics you choose, about the fact that you had time to design a website, to have a prototype, to think about the business model. It's really impressive to do that only in 3 weeks. So I'm really impressed by all of you. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations, Pat. And now, when I say the second, I need to say the first one.
Maybe you can ask for both, and then when they are both there, say who are the first one.
Great.
Good idea.
Great. Good idea. Go there.
Stop here.
Please, on the stage. Good, very good idea. Ah ouais? So, we have the prizes in hand. Let's take the second one. For the second place are the medals. Okay, c'est derrière là. And the first, yeah, and the first one you, Maria. So, the big winner of this session, this final pitch session in this group is Refruit. Refruit. Congratulations to Placa. You did an amazing. Your collect is amazing. Congratulations to you, huh? Le deuxième, on a encore des pas. Donc, les places pour les deuxièmes. Ça, c'est pour les coachs et maintenant. The second. One more. The winners. La coach quer falar, ouais? La garder, donner à Léa. Oui. Ouais, mais bon. Hein? Non, c'est bon, on garde. So, congratulations to you guys. I don't know if Leia is until online or not. Would like to say some words? Would like to say some words about this experience? No?
Yes, yes, yes.
No pressure. So thank you again, guys. It's the first time that we give this prize. So we are trying to, make this improvisation. The most important thing that it was funny to do this final pitch session. We would like, Olivier came with the idea of the money, would like, to make this as much real as possible. I think that for many of you, this was just projects that you take the skills that you developed and use in your future jobs. Many of them, I think that will be that, but maybe for you girls, you in your startup, when we have a startup, we are always saying the prices that we have. So you have the second place for this one to put in your portfolio to say that in the first competition you participate, you won. So thank you again for this morning. Thank you again for all your energy. Thank you again for you guys that's in the jury. Thank you again for all the backstage that is working with us. It was a pleasure to be here. And guys, at 1:30 you are back here because we have until something more to finish before go on vacation. Okay, thank you again. Bye bye.
Thank you so much for everyone to bear with us until the end. That was nice of you. Just keep in mind you can continue to see on IFP School. I'm sure you will have the project put into a very good stage in the coming weeks, and with videos and the pitch on videos and so on. So do not hesitate to keep in touch with the social media of IFP School. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this retransmission. Thank you, and I see you soon. Bye-bye.